If I have to test all these endpoints, I rely on a third party application called Postman, do all the CRUD operations, get, post, put, and delete. So we have a in-house. Okay, let me share my screen. So we have an in-house tool also called as Swagger. So if you want to use this Swagger tool, we'll try to implement that. Okay, but before that, we'll have to change the version of our application. So I go to Form XML and I change my version from 3.1.11. So Swagger will work well with all versions after 3. Okay, so 3.1.11. No, no, not latest features will not be supported by previous Spring Boot version before 3. After version 3, lots of new features has been added. So this is a new feature, so I'm using a version after 3. Same with for security also. The security implementation was different in before 3 version and different in after 3 version. Yeah, latest version might not support versions before 8. 8 में support सब करते हैं, latest version भी करेगा, 3.4.2 भी करेगा. Okay, so I did a save. I'll do a project clean once. Maybe we'll do a go to Maven and do a project update. Stop the project and do an update. Okay, let's do it once again. Right click, Maven, and do update project. Why is it showing over here? In the entities. Okay, the entities will change now. So the entity which was from Java X now will come from persistence. Okay, will come from Jakarta now. ID will come from Jakarta and entity also will come now from Jakarta. So change it for all your so all your persistence Java X will go and will come from Jakarta in the latest version. So all your imports which was from this, remove all the imports, do a control shift O and take the fresh imports from Jakarta. That's all. Save and move ahead. So after changing the version after 3, Java X is replaced by Jakarta. So wherever Java X is there, remove that, do a control shift O, ID from Jakarta. Okay, do a save, movie, delete all the existing imports from Java X, do a control shift O, okay, and do a save. Player also, remove all the existing imports we are throwing an error, do a fresh control shift O, take ID from Jakarta, everything, state also. So remove all the existing Java X imports, do a control shift O, cascade type, ID, everything I've got as student also now. all the imports will remove and do a control shift O. Okay, save, everything good. Now let's rerun the application. Do a project clean once, do a map and update, do a project clean, and now let's run the application. Now I'll show you what is Swagger. So Postman is a third party tool we are using outside our application. Now we can use within our application and it is more user friendly also. Yes, we have to add the dependencies. I'll do it right now. Let me first start it. So I've changed Java version to 17. Okay, started. Now let's try to implement the Swagger. So first add this dependency. I'll share these notes with you all. Go to form and add this dependency at the end. Yeah, should be there. Or search it, no? Do a save. Whenever you add a dependency, always do a project clean. So if it doesn't run successfully at the first attempt, it's building right now. So after adding a dependency, always try to do a project clean. Screen is shared, right? Screen is shared, right? Okay. So started, and now let's do one step at a time. So make a package config. Do we have a config package? If we have, well and good. Yes, we had, right? For the JPA config we had made. So already have a config package. In that config package, make a class called Swagger config. Which class? Swagger config. So config, right click, new class, Swagger config, and copy and paste this code over there. So from the configuration, just replace this code. Okay, and do a control shift O. Import it from where? I might have given the imports also. Okay, bean from context annotation bean from, okay, this is which one? Info. So info is from v3 OS models, right? Info is from v3 OS models. Okay, added. So here whatever title you want to give. So what was our college management API? Okay, and whatever application name you want to give. And this is just a dummy website name you have to give. Okay, so once this is done, now if you want to give any description about your endpoints, like what that endpoint is doing, you can add operation before that endpoint. So let's go to our controller. Let's go to student controller, and let's say what is this doing. So just add a operation, control shift O, and what is this? Just a sample API. Okay, just hello world. So take this and you can put it on every endpoint. So we'll give you an explanation about that. So let's try to do over here. So what will this do? Get list of all students. Okay, get list of all students, like this. Okay, you can give it to all Once save it, and now once you are done, I guess we are good to go. Now to run the Swagger, you got to use it on your application with Swagger UI HTML. Okay, so once your application, okay, if it is all good, let's stop it, do a project clean. If everything runs well, it was it ITP first Spring Boot, right? And clean. And if everything runs well, right click, run as Java application. Let's check if everything is running fine. Because the Swagger at times throws some exceptions. Okay, once it started, now open a web browser, say localhost. What is your port? 808. Check for the port number 8088. 8088. And what is the slash swagger hyphen UI.html? Slash swagger hyphen UI.html. As you hit that, it should give you all your controller endpoints over here. See, very, very good. It's opening up. See, all your controllers, it will show over here with all the endpoints. So this is a post student. If you want to post a student, open it and you can get the values over here. This is a primary key not required. Okay, so you have to try it out. If you want to test this, say try it out, and now here you can pass all your IDs. Okay, so A, what was A for? In my request param, let's do with request body. Let's do with request body. Oh yeah, try it out. So it gives me a proper payload also. Okay, roll number I will not give. First name you can give anything. Okay, Hardik. Percentage 78.5. Gender male. Date of birth, if he's 33, he should be born in 1992. Okay, and string is hardik@gmail.com. Everything is there. Just do a send. Everything goes well. It returns me a 201 successful response that a record has been added. To cross check whether it is added successfully, go to the database. We on dev environment, right? Dev, and go and check in the student table. A record would have been added over here. So now no need to go to your Postman. You can test all your endpoints over here. Okay. Delete student. So click on this. Go and try it out. Pass the roll number. So what roll number you want to delete? Let's say I want to delete Alice. What will I say? 1. And I click on execute. It gives me a response. Student record deleted. It gives me a response, student record deleted. And now if I go and refresh this student table, that record is deleted. Same thing, I can test all my endpoints over here. Okay, If you want to do a put. So we had put for welcome and we had put for get student. Okay. So these are showing me all because I guess I gave a request mapping. So it is showing me all. When you give request mapping, it shows you for all. Okay. Now for player controller, I have only post save player, state controller, all your controller it is showing over here. Okay. This is called as your swagger.